You know them Georgia Bulldog fans say that I am the biggest Georgia Bulldog hater. I don't consider myself that. I don't consider myself what y'all have labeled me. Matter of fact, I tip my hat off to the Georgia Bulldogs for the way they came back against Georgia Tech. I tip my hat to them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So Georgia Tech, man, they came into Athens, man, with a damn point to prove, and they proved that point. And that point was, we not gonna be your pushovers in this state no more. And I believe they proved that point, even though they took the L. There is not a fan in college football, especially the Georgia football fan base, that thought Georgia Tech would come into Athens, Sanford Stadium, and take a 17-0 lead into the half. Not one. I'm not a Georgia Bulldog hater, and I mean a Georgia Bulldog fan, but I didn't think that. Come on now. There was not a Georgia fan or a fan in college football that thought Georgia Tech could take Georgia in overtime. Nonetheless, 8 overtimes. Nobody. Now I picked Georgia to win, and I said if Georgia lose this game, it would be a surprise. Well, I got surprised anyway. I was surprised that Georgia Tech had a 17-0 lead at half. I think that was the biggest. I was surprised that Georgia Tech had the lead with, say, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. I was surprised about that. Most certainly was. And I definitely was surprised when they went into overtime. Because really, I thought Georgia Tech had the game won. I did. When they up by 2 scores with like 4 minutes, 5 minutes left in the game, yeah, I thought it was done. But I also knew it was plenty of time left in the game. That surprised me too. So, hey, shit happens. But I'm going to tell you right now, Haynes King cost Georgia Tech that game. Through all the good that Haynes King did, that fumble overshadowed mostly all of it. Him not giving the ball to that wide receiver coming across in overtime for a clear path to the end zone, that overshadowed all the good that he did. Those 2 plays, in my opinion. But yet, you got to tip your hat off to Georgia Tech too for the way that they played. You got to do that. Georgia Tech football has came a long way. This was Georgia Tech's first time. Well, not first time, but this was Georgia Tech's time to give Georgia a loss at home. This was their time, and they squandered it. Georgia Tech could have gave Georgia seniors their first loss at home, and they squandered it. This is why, but you know, to make another point, this is why this game right here is why we say when it comes to rivals, records don't matter. That shit don't matter. When you playing your rival, even though your rival ain't got the same caliber of talent as you, the same caliber of coaching staff as you, hey, they gonna give you a game. More often than not. But like I say, Georgia coming back in this game, we already know that Kirby Smart is the master of halftime adjustments. So you knew in the second half Georgia was going to make a push. Everybody knew that shit. Everybody knew it. So, hey, it is what it is, man. This was a total team effort on Georgia's behalf. A lot of people or a lot of players got touches tonight. And I want to know, how is Cash Jones always open on that wheel route? Nobody ever seems to pick him up on that wheel route. He is always open. It's like every freaking game, he gonna get 1 or 2 catches on that wheel route, and he's always open. Nobody never around this guy. But hey, If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I want to speak on that damn Haynes King. Man, look, this ain't your first time doing this. It's been other instances where you played a great game and then you get down to the wire. Your team needs you the most and you mess it up and you just jack it all up. Your sole purpose in life on that third down play, 3rd and 1, 2nd and 1, whatever it was. Your sole purpose in life was to hold on to that ball, secure that ball. That was your sole purpose. Even if you don't get the first down, I believe it was 3rd and 1. But you would have had the first down if you'd have secured the ball, and that would have all but secured the game for you and your Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. But no, you want to lollygag with the ball. That's what you wanted to do. You want to lollygag. 2 hands on the ball when you going into that pile. Dan Jackson, he made a great hit, great play, but 2 hands on the ball at that time. At all times, baby. You messed it up. You messed it up. You had one job, and that was to hold on to that damn ball. You had the first down. You'd have held on to the ball. You was going into the 2-minute timeout. Come out and run your first play. Georgia got to call the timeout because they had 3. Run your second down play. Georgia got to call the timeout. Run your third down play. Georgia got to call the timeout. Now they got to go, and you got to punt. You go to length of the field. Georgia will have to go to length of the field. Maybe a minute 35, minute 30 seconds left. No timeouts. Come on now. Make it make sense that you don't know how to secure the ball. And as I mentioned, in overtime, you could have won the game. All you had to do was hand the ball to that receiver coming across. But you wanted to be the hero. You wanted to be the hero. All them guys that Georgia had up in the box, you wouldn't hand the ball off so the receiver could get to the outside and just walk in for a touchdown because nobody was to the right but one of your wide receivers and one of Georgia's defenders. You would have cut it in the inside, or the receiver coming across would have cut it in the inside, clear path to the end zone. Georgia Tech wins. But you couldn't do that, Haynes King. You wanted to be the damn hero. Well, guess what? You cost your team the game. Hey, let's give a shout out to Carson Beck. 0 interceptions. This game, 4 quarters and 8 overtimes. 0 interceptions. This man had 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. What a great game for Carson Beck. Like I say, 5 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 297 yards. And this is the thing to get me. This win for Georgia was a total team effort. Total team effort. You had, 7 guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys to get at least 1 carry. 1 rushing, 1 rush. At least 1 guy. At least you had 7 guys to get a rush. At least 1 rush. And look at how many guys you had to catch a pass. Aaron Smith, 2 catches. Oscar Delp, 2 catches. Nate Frazier, 2 catches. Landon Humphries, 3 catches. Dylan Bell, 2 catches. Benjamin Yershik, I don't know who the hell that is, but 3 catches. Roger Robinson, 2 catches. Lawson Lucky, 3 catches. Dominique Levitt, 5 catches. And Cash Jones, 4 catches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 guys to get a catch. My Alabama Crimson Tide can learn from that, being that we only got 2 receivers, seem like. How many guys got a carry? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 guys got a carry. Okay? My Alabama Crimson Tide can learn from that, being that we don't know how to run the quarterback. We don't seem to have wide receivers. You know what I'm saying? But hey, it is what it is. Kalen DeBoer, freaking Nick Sheridan, learn from this, okay? Put this in your damn tool bag. Learn how to use everybody on your team, like these Georgia Bulldogs. This is how Georgia won this game. Getting the ball to different players. And then it was a lot of them. It was a lot of them. So, hey, shout out to them Georgia Bulldogs for coming back, fighting hard, you know what I'm saying, pulling out this win, but also shout out to Georgia Tech for coming in, playing the way they play, because nobody thought this game would be this competitive. Nobody. So shout out to Kirby Smart and his staff. Shout out to this Georgia Bulldog football team. And shout out to Carson Beck. So hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. I mean, Carson Beck, he out there looking like he ain't never threw an interception in his life. Like he ain't Carlton Beckworth no more. He's back to the original Carson Beck. And Carson Beck started using his legs too. I like that about it. He started using his legs, man. But Georgia Tech, you had your chance to do something that nobody has done in 4 years, and that is to give these seniors, Georgia seniors, their first loss in Sanford Stadium. That is to give these Georgia Bulldogs their first loss in Sanford Stadium. Because I don't think they lost in Sanford Stadium, since 2019. I don't believe they have. But Georgia Tech, you had a chance to do that. And thanks to Haynes King, you didn't get it done. You played a great game, a masterful game all the way up until 2:10 left in the game. We'll say 2:10. That's what we'll say. When your damn quarterback, Haynes King, decided he didn't want to hold on to the damn ball. Of course, it's a lot more that happened in this game. The damn game was so damn long. I can't remember all that shit that happened in the game. Shit, overtime took a whole hour, maybe a whole hour. Damn shame. Damn game was like 4 hours, 4.5 hours long. So I don't know every damn thing that happened in that motherfucker, but I know. I mean, I hate to bring it up, but I feel like that pass interference call on 4th and goal that went against Georgia Tech, I don't feel like that was pass interference. Because the back judge was right there, right at the play. The guy on the right side of the daggone field threw the daggone flag when he was at least, 15 yards away from the play. And the play was coming toward him, so he couldn't see if it was pass interference or not. But I just think that was a bad call. But hey, these refs been terrible the whole entire season, and I ain't never seen a football game. I'm talking about high school, college, NFL, that every call was correct. Never. So, and you most certainly can't blame this loss on that one call. You just cannot. But you can certainly blame this loss, Georgia Tech, on your damn quarterback. I think your daggone coaching staff only had one lapse in judgment on one drive, and that's when they decided to go prevent defense. You up, 2 scores with about 4 minutes left in the game, and you let them go down the field basically in less than a minute trying to play prevent. That was just straight dumb. You don't go to prevent to under 2 minutes in the game. And the opposing team got to go the length of the field. That was just dumb. But it is what it is. You lost the game. You played hard. You played good. But you lost the game. Ultimately, it falls on your quarterback. That's who it falls on. And I hope Haynes King realized that. But hey, it is what it is. It's about an hour after the damn game when I'm doing this video. But I'm going to go ahead and post it. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, 12 o'clock. Tennessee and Vandy play at 12. South Carolina and Clemson play at 12. So I'll be live for both of those games. So until then, y'all be blessed. And KB don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.